Hello, my name is Heather Mackey. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today we are talking about precious. It's actually a Jackie Moore song. I would love to have somebody just drop that beat in here. It's a phenomenal soul song by Jackie Moore called Precious Precious. And it's pre Halloween, so, how cool that the Sacred Witch knew to be like, precious, my precious. I want to talk about your precious nature. Today I was in Mother Nature. I went to Sandia Mountains on the ski resort side, which I very much enjoy. Great diversity in the land there. And the whole way up, there were just deer everywhere. I mean, so many cars were just stopped staring at the deer. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's so amazing. These precious deer. I want to just stop and stare at them too. But I was wanting to read my books to the mountain, which is something I spend a good amount of time doing, is reading my books to Mother Nature. I'll go and take like physics books and read it. And Mother Nature's like, I am physics. It's a fun game we play. But anyhow, so I get to the top of the mountain, find my little pathway in. I settle in. I had Eating the Sun, which is a physics books, and Heart of the Shaman, which is a book about shamanism. And I usually say hello to all the elemental spirits and just start reading. But I felt really compelled to kind of like walk into forest, because I try to find these little off the beaten path spots of forest, because for so many lifetimes I've loved that, and that's been medicinal. So as I started wandering in, I noticed a deer, and I was like, whoa, sorry, sweet little precious doe-eyed deer. I was like, cool. I'm like, I did get to see deer. I'm chilling with them right here. I'm about to read them stories. And so I wanted to explore forest more, so I went another direction just to kind of like pick up litter and see the forest. But I just realized there was like a whole family, this entire family of deer just chilling in this part of the mountain. And every time I look into a deer's eyes, or if I don't know, I feel like when you look into a four-legged's eyes, especially a doe-eyed deer, I'm just in awe of how sweet and precious this little creature is. Like, you're so freaking precious. You're so cute. You're so freaking cute. And it is astounding to me how adorable the freaking two-leggeds are. All of them. All the two-leggeds are so cute. So precious. And it can be lost on the two-legged sometimes, how remarkable their little doe eyes are, We can forget our own brilliant preciousness. And I just want to take a minute today to remind you of your sacred vulnerability, of your sacred heart, of your sacred service and sharing and unique voice and expression and offerings, your distinct frequency. None like it. There's no other snowflake like you, no other thumbprint quite like you out there in the world. And I've been marinating on how does one love the self for a long time now, because it's something that is a priority for me, that I love the self, because I love all of life, and I'm part of it. And I can love all of life much deeper when I love myself deeper, because what we do in here, we tend to do out there, even sometimes we're not even aware of how much we're doing things out there that are going on in here. And I think one way is to recognize when we're not talking precious to ourselves. I've had a lot of people throughout my life tell me, like, you're so hard on yourself. And every time they say it, I'm like, what? What are you getting that from? Like, what are you even talking about? And I had a dear friend once say, like, you just said that you look like you crawled out of a garbage can. Like, I'll say something crazy, like really hard on the self and not nice. And I won't even, it had become so habituated that I wouldn't even hear myself say it. And so I've had beloved friends throughout my lifetime, like, man, you're hard on yourself. And I just, when you get feedback over and over again, if you want to be someone that's self aware, you really try to incorporate that and be like, why do I keep getting this? Why do people keep saying this to me and I can't see it? And I had this realization the other day that if you were reared in an environment, so we develop our personality from 0 to 7, and there is some additional development from 7 to 14, but then usually we repeat that pattern. That pattern will echo throughout the rest of our life of what was developed during those periods. So um, if we had a childhood, my mother was actually extremely loving, sacred. I mean, might as well, in my opinion, be a saint. She's just like an amazing human. But being a single mom of 3 after daddy drowned caused us to often need to have other stewards while she worked. And so there were sometimes not the best teachers there. Sometimes not the best teachers there, you know? And so you can sometimes learn to be hard on yourself, because that's, while you're developing your personality, the person that's being your steward is hard on themselves. So you pick that up and you add that to your frequency. So the way I've been able to do the work to love myself more, and to honor my precious doe-eyed dearness, is to recognize when I am talking ugly to myself, to just see a stop sign. You stop, I mean, if you drive a vehicle, you stop at stop signs all the time, and your consciousness is very adept at understanding that means stop. It means just stop everything. Stop the car before you go forward. So it's helpful if you're able to recognize a thought that didn't feel good, a thought of not loving the self, not being gentle with the self, not holding the self as sacredly as you would hold a little bunny or a little nest of birds. You know, you would hold them so sacredly and sweetly. And shouldn't you be treated equally as gently? So we begin where we are, and we begin just starting to pay attention to the way we're talking to ourselves, to the way we're being with ourselves. And if we recognize, that was a little harsh, we can just see a stop sign and then be like, wait, what did I just say? Oh, I said it looks like I just crawled out of a garbage can. Okay. Wow, that was harsh. Okay, I meant to say I look like a precious form of life. I look like a sacred, beautiful being. Yeah, I meant to love myself there. Let me rewind. Let's do a retake on that. That came out wrong. Just kind of laugh at yourself, because humor is a great medicine. And with most things, I try more and more to laugh at myself, to be the fool card, to be the cosmic clown, to not need to be cool or to look good, or that's all ego appeasement, but to just laugh. Like, life is funny. I don't have to take it all so seriously, So I try to remember that, to get the cosmic joke and laugh at myself as often as possible, so that I lighten the load of existence. But I would say the first thing is to kind of recognize how you're talking to yourself, to move more towards your preciousness and holding yourself precious as you would any sacred creature. If there's any creature you've ever loved, a dog, if there's any four-legged or bird or turtle or whatever, or maybe a niece or a child, if there's someone in your life that you've loved and you've only ever wanted to share love and harmony and peace and beauty and kindness with them. I mean, today I was sharing love with a tree and extending it into the ground and sending it to the deer, and just letting him know, like, I love you. I'm a friend of the forest. I'm here to, like, pray for your safety and your happy hearts and happy bellies. It can be easy to understand that there may be others in your life that have wanted that for you, wanted you to be treated that same level of precious. And it's high time that we each as individuals became stewards of treating ourselves with the reverence, the respect, the awe, the wonder, the preciousness of what we are. We are life. We are light. We are energy. We are a tremendous matrix of phenomenal things. The other thing you can do is you can pepper in some loving kindness in the way you talk to yourself. Like, that was pretty smart. That was really kind. That was really generous of spirit of you to stop and help just now, or to pick up litter, or like that. Man, you really are predominantly a helpful person. I really like that about you. So you can just start peppering in sweeter, more precious words to your precious, beautiful self. I have been very blessed this past year, and that's not lost on me, because not everyone's having that experience. So I continue to pray and hold high thoughts for all of humanity, that as we spend this 2020 year dealing with the hindsight of what we've done that doesn't work for us anymore, and have had to face that in really abrupt ways, that we do move towards vision, the 2020 vision of what we want to see. And it is part of my dharma to assist individuals with finding their individual truth, connecting them to universal truth, supporting them with love and divine awareness. And I'm teaching a class, Quantum Self. This will be the final class I'll teach for a while, because I'm very blessed, and I'm going to just enjoy my blessings for several months after this final class. So I'm doing a second iteration of Quantum Self, and if you go to rarebirdmedicine.com and click on the classes link, it'll tell you some details about that class. I do not teach classes for the money. I do it to share my dharma with the world, and fundamentally just to give people back to themselves. I'm not the answer, you're the answer. So just to keep planting that seed that you're the answer, and to keep showing you how much you can show up in your life as more of the answer for being and having what it is you want to be and have in your life. I do believe you have great, precious, magical, potent power and great ability to have any experience in any hour. And I'm somebody who has spent many hours wanting something different. So I'd love to share with you some of the tips, tools, tricks, signs, symbols, and clues I've learned to garner the experience I seek here at Earth Rock School. So please feel free to check in. I'm happy to take any donation amount, but if it interests you, we will do a deep dive into you. Not into necessarily me, my teaching, but into you. I offer free coaching calls. I bring in a breath work teacher as well, a medicine man, joins the class now, so I've added him to this class. So check it out. It's an 8-week course, and you definitely will feel and notice a difference at the end of those 8 weeks. I hope you can join us. In the interim, perhaps play Precious Precious by Jackie Moore, wonderful soul classic, to yourself. And if that's not your type of vibe, then perhaps pepper in some more precious words for you to hear each day, because you are life. You are life in form. You are, in my opinion, love in form. And it's a remarkable thing to witness your own existence, your own frequency, your own station. May it be happy. Blessed be.